So the leaves have fallen, Thanksgiving is in 1 week, and it's finally nice and chilly here in Chicagoland. So what does that mean? I need to start shopping my closet to pick out my winter favorites. Now, we're gonna kick it off first with one of my absolute favorite bags in my collection, and we're gonna kick it off strong. My Hermes Birkin. Now this is the Birkin 35 in box leather palladium hardware in the Vert Foncé colorway. And listen guys, I was super smart. I bought mine before they re-released this color and I could not be happier. This is probably, aside from my Lindy and my Vespa, my most used Hermes bag. Now come back later this week because I'm gonna be looking at every single thing I've purchased from Hermes in all the different categories. And would I buy it a second time? Well, spoiler alert, this is a resounding yes. This bag, you guys, is absolutely stunning. It would look pretty killer with this outfit, I must say, not to toot my own horn, but I love this color. It is so perfect, so autumnal. Imagine this paired with oranges, golden harvest colors, if you will. It is just sublime. This is the absolute perfect bag in my collection. I love it. Kicking it off strong. Now, I can already hear you, and you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, Caleb, fabulous, but it's box leather. What if it snows? I mean, like, we are notorious for getting a lot of snow here in late winter. Well, I got you covered. So I picked this bag up. It was like $80, right? So we're going from like, I don't even want to say how much on my Birkin to $80. This, guys, is one of the best bags. It is so slept on. Don't tell it, but I have kind of an ugly version, if you will, but it's one of those things, it's so fugly that it's cute, right? You probably don't even know what this is unless you've been watching my channel for a while, but this is the Givenchy Sacka. And what I love about this bag, it is absolutely massive. Like, this is ludicrously capacious, next level, right? Like, this bag is so huge, so big. This bag is such a blip in Givenchy's history. But if you think about it, like, this is going up against the Pandora, the Nightingale, the Antigona or Antigona, however we're pretending to say it this year. This bag went up against so many massive icons. I think it's easy to forget here in 2025 the absolute powerhouse that Givenchy was from like mid 2000s up until like 2018, 2019. Givenchy could do no wrong. That's how hot all of their bags were, except for the Sacka. So with this, it's kind of like a brown pebbled patent leather. There's like bits of gray in there, taupe, varying shades of brown. Like, it is so, it's ugly, but I love this bag, you guys. This was like the best $80 I've ever spent on a bag. Trust and believe. And the interior is just a massive black hole. Like, this bag could literally, I mean, if you're looking for like a good weekend tote, this is the one to do it. This is going to hold an entire weekend's worth of clothes on one side, everything you need toiletry and personal wise on the other side. There's a big zipper pocket on the interior. I mean, listen, against the other bags in my collection, I keep saying it, it's not the most beautiful bag. It is by far the most useful, and it has the biggest capacity in my entire collection. This one can literally carry everything. I mean, look at it. For size reference, I'm 6'7". This bag is massive. It would literally swallow you. It's that big. So we've got our, you know, our fancy day in the city bag, our Birkin. We've got our stormy, gloomy, you know, winter day here out in the suburbs bag. But if I want to carry something small, like if we want to pivot and do something a little bit smaller than the Givenchy Sacka, which, listen, everything else on this list is smaller than the Givenchy Sacka. Well, this bag looks amazing with a coat. I have this. You've seen it in the vlogs. I've been wearing it for years. It's this giant wool Balmacan coat. It is absolutely fabulous. Drop shoulders, belted waist, cape in the back. It is just big and shapeless. So with that, I kind of like carrying a smaller, more structured bag. Now, this is a bag I've been talking about for years. It is poised for a comeback, especially with Celine, you know, Michael Ryder looking at back to the archives and re-releasing older bags. This one is prime for the picking, and I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. If you guessed my Celine Boogie, you are absolutely correct. If you have not gotten on the Boogie train just yet, get on board now because, guys, once I started talking about these a year or two ago, they've already gone up in price. They've doubled. Probably why I haven't added more to my collection, because now they're $300, $400, $500, $600 these days. $1,000 if you can find a really special one, and they are worth every penny. It's so nice because it's east-west. You can literally see all your stuff at a glance. In this instance, it's all my air paper. Listen, I keep all my bags stuffed when they're in storage, right? I love this one. With this one, you even have these cute little exterior pockets, which back in 2005 would have been perfect for our Motorola Razrs. But guys, this bag is absolutely phenomenal. I'm glad I have the two that I have. Would I add another one? There's an alligator version that's absolutely stunning. I know, don't skewer me in the comments. And of course the ostrich one. If I could add another one to my collection that the Real didn't ship improperly, I would add that in a heartbeat. But like, this is one of my favorite winter bags. Imagine this with like some black leather pants, the big Balmacan coat, my Converse with the platforms. Sounds like an outfit I've worn. But no, love this bag. But before we dive into this next bag, hey guys, my name's Caleb. I post luxury and lifestyle related content here on YouTube and over my website, curatedbycaleb.com, where if you head over, there is absolutely a gorgeous white Ralph Lauren Ricky that's left over from the last drop. That was the only thing we didn't sell out of. So go and check that out if you're in the market for a fabulous white winter bag. You know you are. Go take a look. And if you're interested in saving 5% on any order over at curatedbycaleb.com or joining an absolutely fun community with a Discord, members meetups, secret members only lives, then check out the membership. Hit this QR code here to the left, or if you're on your tablet or your computer, hit the join button down below next to subscribe, which you better do as well if you haven't. Outside of like winter or the cold like coat seasons, I don't like to carry a black bag. So I typically save like all of my larger or my black bags for winter. And guys, this one does both large and black and fabulous in all the right ways. This bag looks so chic, especially with the right coat. Maybe throw a little fur over the shoulder. My Louis Vuitton Suhali L'Ingenieux GM in the color noir. Guys, Suhali was like the pinnacle LV back in the day. You think your capucines are expensive? These were the top of the food chain back in like 2005, 2006. This one was, oh my God, lived in my head rent-free for so many years. And once I finally got it, guys, I finally understood the obsession behind Suhali. So this one is made of goat skin, which is sourced in the West Indies, and it is just splashed in golden hardware. And even the feet on the bottom are massive LVs there in the squares. It does lock. So the way you can tell if it's the L'Ingenieux GM or the L'Ingenieux PM, the PM doesn't lock. So you don't have the hole here for the lock. You don't get a clochette and keys either, because obviously there's nothing to lock, so why would you? Now with this one, it opens with this massive fish mouth. The interior is done in a black satin monogram. If you're interested in learning more about Suhali, I have an entire review on this bag, and guys, this is one of those bags in my collection, like once I move into, you're gonna have to like literally break my arm to get me back out of it. Break my arm, bend my arm, bend my arm, twist my arm. You're gonna have to twist my arm to get me back out of this bag because guys, it is fabulous. I love the big chunky handles up here. I love the way it opens. It's giving doctor's bag. I know. We were all thinking it. I finally said it, but it's giving doctor's bag. And guys, with the right coat and the right outfit like this, don't talk to me. Like, big shishi energy, right? You have to think, like, why did they end Suhali? Well, back in 2008, we had the massive housing crisis. People were getting laid off left and right. So carrying a big splashy Louis Vuitton bag was a little gauche. So this line, they tried to reduce all the gold a little bit, and then I think finally by like 2013, they just canceled the line altogether, which is such a shame because guys, LV needs to recapture the Marc Jacobs era. I've said it time and time before, new LV does absolutely nothing for me. A little bit of the Pharrell I can kind of get excited about, like for some reason the men's wear is better than the women's wear. New LV will never be top tier Marc Jacobs LV. It'll never happen. So I have been snatching up Suhali left and right when I can. I have some SLGs and I have another bag we're going to talk about here in a minute. So make sure you stick around because guys, this next Suhali is phenomenal. Another bag that I am so excited to carry because I haven't yet. I actually ordered this, I think, was this my birthday? No, this was not my birthday bag. I went a little crazy this summer. Listen, it's been a really year. So I allowed myself to buy a few holy grail bags that I wanted for many years over the summertime. And now it is finally time to dust this bad boy off. Thinking we need to have a brunch outing this weekend and this is going to be perfect. My Cashmere Ralph Lauren Ricky. This is from the 2021 autumn winter collection. This should have made the runway, but it was COVID. So instead of seeing it on the runway, all we got was an American in Italy, the little, feature film that Ralph Lauren did to kind of showcase the collection. Sadly, this did not make the cut for the video, but it would have probably made it to the runway. And with this one, it is cashmere, suede accents. There's suede on the bottom. It's just beyond fabulous. The interior is done in suede as well, the same matching suede as the exterior. And guys, behold the perfection that is this bag. Now, what scares me is these handles are so light, and we all know that suede handles typically get gross pretty quick, so I might pop into Hermes, as one does, and maybe buy some twillies to match. Ralph Lauren doesn't make silk twillies for the purple line. We need to fix that, Ralph. Add more accessories to the purple line, please. I think I'm gonna pop in, maybe get a couple of really fun twillies for it, that way I don't mess up my handles, and this is gonna be like the perfect winter brunch bag, and because it's made of cashmere and suede, it is oh so light. I absolutely adore the Ricky. As you know, I have 5 in my collection, which is not nearly enough. I'm literally going to be, instead of Jamie chewing her Birkins, it's going to be Caleb Snell in his closet of Rickies because they're so much fun to collect. really well priced. Trust me, go check out curated-by-caleb.com to find out for yourself. I just love the Ricky. It is classic, it is chic, it is American, it is equestrian, it's preppy, it's buttoned up, it's just everything in a bag. And I will never have enough Rickies. I'm already eyeing another one. Don't tell my husband. This is between us. Well, he's editing this, so he already knows. But I'm eyeing another one, just so he knows. He actually told me that I wasn't allowed to buy another Ricky until they all fit on the shelves in my closet. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative and maybe move my luggage to my other closet. We'll see. Don't tell him my plan. All right, guys, we have 2 bags left that I am super excited to carry this winter, the 7 bags of winter, if you will. So let's recap. We've talked about my Birkin. We visited my Givenchy Sacka, the Celine Boogie, which does not get enough love. Trust me, buy them now. They're going to be hot here in a year or 2. We also looked at my Suhali L'Ingenieux, my newest Ralph Lauren Ricky. I think it's the newest one. Yeah, that's the newest one. So what bags do we have left? Well, there are 2 really good ones, but I'm gonna save one for last because I hardly talk about this bag and it needs its own little spotlight. So another bag that I love carrying in the wintertime with my big Balmacon coat. I just love saying that word. I'm probably saying it wrong. Don't correct me in the comments because there's literally nothing I can do. The video's edited and out. This is the Lindy 34 in the color Aton with palladium hardware, as one does. And what I love about the Lindy, rather than doing a lock, because then you'd have to have a key and clochette, which would kind of kill the vibe, they just put the little clou de sel into the turn lock there. And guys, this is the most fabulous bag. Now, this is in the Evercolor Leatherway, which is the most expensive Lindy before you get to like the exotics, if you will. I would love an ostrich Lindy, but a boy can dream. This bag, guys, this was one of the best additions to my Hermes collection, which when I filmed this video, would I buy it again? This one is another yes, 1,000 times over. In fact, I could see myself buying it in other sizes and colors because it is literally that good. I love that you can just carry it top handle if you want. You can throw it over the shoulder. And yes, you all know I struggle with my sad sloping shoulders, not with this jacket, but with other jackets, it actually works really well. And I just cannot get enough of the Lindy. I love that it has these big pockets on the exterior. There's pockets on the interior, lined in chev leather, as all Hermes bags are, or most any, I should say. And it is just a stunning bag. And you can either dress it up or dress it down. Typically for me, I kind of like to have it a little bit more buttoned up sometimes, but other times I can let loose and let my zipper pulls hang, you know, live a little, get a little crazy, if you will. Whoa. Especially in the black colorway, it looks like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. I just think that these bags are they're big and clumsy looking, but they are honestly the best Hermes bag that I've had so far. Like, you can carry it without having to be too worried. It's not as flashy as a Birkin or a Kelly is, so it's definitely a little bit more low-key, like the Vespa in my collection, which has gotten a little bit of wear this year. I just love this bag. It carries a ton without weighing a ton. No, it does weigh a ton. That's a lie. It can get a little heavy. But with this, it's called the Lindy after the Lindy Hop, which was a huge dance over in Harlem back in like the 20s, I think. And because of it, you know, it's carefree, joie de vivre, lifestyle, it exudes. You know, Lindy Hop makes sense. You throw it over your shoulder like you would in a dance. It's fabulous. Now, the final bag that I'm excited to carry this winter is the Suhali I promised to show you earlier. And with this one, I picked it up at Zenlux. This is the Suhali Locket. This is the MM size in the color Verone. I have wanted a Verone Suhali bag since like the dawn of time, or I guess 2000 and I think this color came out later, so maybe 06, 07. Now, the Locket is one of Louis Vuitton's most iconic bags. They have literally been making the Locket since the 1930s, and there's always some iteration of the Locket available within the LV lineup. Now, if you wanted to prove me wrong, you'd have to literally scroll through 3,000 handbags, so if you have that kind of time to argue with me, love that for you. But for me, this is like the supreme Locket, now minus the ostrich one that I've been eyeing on the Real for like 3 years. This I got through Zenlux when I did my partnership with them over the summer. If you are interested in shopping abroad, Zenlux is definitely the way to go. With them, I had quick shipping. I think everything was here in a matter of days, minus the trip through customs and here in Chicago, which can take a while. You've probably heard rumors. It takes a minute. But once I got everything, like this is how most resellers should ship their items. Like, these items looked brand new in box. That's how well packaged they were. Things were wrapped up. They were perfectly stuffed. They were even put in dust bags inside plastic bags. And guys, it was such a phenomenal experience from start to finish. Personally, for me, I'm waiting for the tariffs to end before I shop again because there were so many amazing things over on their website. I actually picked up the plissé Hermes scarf sitting behind me up on the shelf. Don't know if you can see it. It's there, I promise. I picked up so many awesome items from them. The team at Zenlux rocks, so definitely check them out, zenlux.jp. This one is almost perfect. There's a little bit of wear here on the corners, which with a rigid base like this, it's gonna happen. Like, you know, I'm very careful with my bags, more so than the average person, but even I could see like eventually like, oh, I bumped this into a wall because my hands were too full with groceries or something like that. So I'm thinking about sending this to like Rago Brothers and just having the corners touched up a little bit. But other than that, this bag is absolutely flawless. Now, why is it called a locket? First of all, the shape. You have this little kind of arch over across the top. And then here at the end, the way that the zipper pull is designed, there is a little D-ring here that you would attach the lock to. Slip that on, put the lock through it, and it's locked. Now with this, it came in 3 sizes. You had the PM, which you could also find in gorgeous exotics, or in the Suhali leather, you could get it in like some really cool metallics. There was like bronze, gold, silver, which I definitely need. There was the MM size, and then the GM size was really big. I'd probably prefer the GM size, but it had longer shoulder handles, which I think would just be too messy. So I prefer the shorter handles and you know, kind of lose a little bit of space. Quite honestly, compared to the Ricky 33, they're going to be pretty similar in size. So it's going to work. It's going to be just fine. Again, just like my L'Ingenieux GM, this is lined in the monogram satin and the matching body color. And the Suhali collection is just still, in my opinion, top tier. Like the capucines are lovely. The city steamer, whatever, if they still make it, is lovely. But this for me was like pinnacle luxury at the time, and it's so fun to collect these pieces now, especially since the resale's not great. So definitely check out some Suhali if you're looking for some good under the radar LV, which, as you all know, is incredibly hard to find, but not when you know about Suhali. There you have it, guys, the 7 bags that I am most excited to carry this winter. Let me know down in the comments, what is your #1 bag that you're going to be carrying this winter? Like, what are you most excited to bust out of the bag closet? And until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you loved my 7 top picks for winter, and if you're interested in a little bit more information on the Suhali collection, I've linked a video right here on the screen that I know you're gonna love, so check it out.